Hello there, and welcome to Cybersecurity Today, your essential source for the latest developments in computer security. I'm your host, Jim Wiggins, and in the next 30 minutes, we'll engage you with thought-provoking discussions and provide critical updates from the world of cybersecurity. Our program is designed to cater to a diverse audience, ranging from those new to the field all the way to the experienced professionals. For our novice viewers, we'll equip you with essential knowledge and tools to help protect and defend your computer systems. For our seasoned audience, we offer exclusive insights from top cyber experts, offering a glimpse into the future of the cybersecurity industry. Stay tuned as we embark on an informative and captivating journey through the realm of cybersecurity. We're honored to have you with us today. Now, we have an exciting lineup prepared for you, featuring 2 different segments. This ensures that you stay well informed on all aspects of cybersecurity. In our first segment, we have what's known as Cyber Bites, and this is where we'll tackle the latest news and events in the cybersecurity landscape, from data breaches to emerging threats. If you want to stay informed on cutting-edge developments, you don't want to miss the Cyber Bites segment. We have a lot to discuss, and we can't wait to share these updates with you. Then, in our second segment, we are delighted to welcome Dr. Shawn P. Murray, the Chief Operating Officer of the Information System Security Association, sometimes referred to as ISSA, to discuss ISSA's role in the cybersecurity landscape. ISSA is a leading international organization committing to advancing the knowledge and skills of information security professionals through networking, education, and other types of resource sharing. Joining ISSA can be a valuable step in a viewer's professional development journey, as it provides access to a wealth of resources, including industry best practices and the latest advancements in cybersecurity. Our conversation with Dr. Murray will focus on the importance of continuous learning and growth in the field, as well as how ISSA supports its members in staying ahead of the curve in this ever-evolving domain. Don't miss this opportunity to gain invaluable insight from Dr. Murray and learn more about the benefits of ISSA membership for your professional development in the world of cybersecurity. Okay, so let's get into the Cyber Bites and talk about what's going on in the cybersecurity industry. In a recent forum, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency's director, Jen Easterly, expressed serious concerns about the security implications of artificial intelligence, calling for legislative action to regulate its use. Director Easterly highlighted the potential dangers of artificial intelligence tools such as ChatGPT, which could be exploited by cyber criminals as well as nation-state actors. Within the last few weeks, Europol warned about the use of chatbots like ChatGPT for phishing attempts, disinformation, and cybercrime. Director Easterly emphasized the urgency of establishing legal and regulatory standards to implement artificial intelligence safely and effectively, drawing comparisons to the original sins of the internet and the rapid, unregulated introduction of social media. The CISA director's remarks follow Italy's recent ban on ChatGPT, citing illegal data collection and failure to protect minors. In other news, the U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, has issued 8 advisories on critical vulnerabilities affecting industrial control systems, ICS systems, products from Hitachi Energy, MySCADA Technologies, Industrial Control Links, and NEX. The most severe flaw, with a CVSS score of 9.9, that stands for Common Vulnerability Scoring System, affects Hitachi Energy's MicroSCADA Systems Data Manager SDM600 and could enable an attacker to remotely control the product. 5 other critical vulnerabilities with CVSS scores of 9.9 impact MySCADA Pro version 8.26.0 and earlier. Additionally, a security bug with a CVSS score of 9.1 was disclosed in Industrial Control Link's SCADAFlex 2 SCADA controllers, and a critical flaw with a CVSS score of 9.3 affects various Next smart home devices. Users of all these products are urged to update their systems and follow recommended security measures. In other news, security researcher Sam Sabatin has discovered critical vulnerabilities in Next's Wi-Fi garage door openers, smart alarms, and plugs. The most concerning issue lies with the garage door openers, as all Next devices have been found to share the same password. This vulnerability allows hackers to remotely open any Next-equipped garage door worldwide. Sabatin estimates over 40,000 Next devices are affected, with more than 20,000 active accounts. Despite attempts to contact the company, Next has not addressed these security flaws. Users are urged to unplug their Next devices and contact the company for support. In other news, the Oakland Police Officers Association, representing over 700 officers, has filed a claim against the City of Oakland for damages resulting from a ransomware attack in February of 2023. The union seeks monetary compensation, credit monitoring, bank monitoring, credit restoration services, and identity theft insurance. Union President Barry Donnellan expressed disappointment, citing the city's negligence in protecting employees' personal and confidential data. Although the mayor's office has yet to meet with the police union, officials remain hopeful for a resolution. The ransomware attack exposed private information of police officers and other city employees, and the city has been working with experts and law enforcement to recover. We've been delving into the most recent updates in the world of cybersecurity, and it's been an interesting conversation up to this point. However, we'll be taking a break, and upon our return, we'll be joined by Dr. Shawn P. Murray, the Chief Operating Officer at the Information System Security Association. Stay with us. We'll be right back shortly. Welcome back to Cybersecurity Today. In this next segment, we're excited to be joined by Dr. Shawn P. Murray, who serves as the Chief Operating Officer, COO of the Information System Security Association, sometimes known as ISSA. Dr. Murray is also the President and CAO at Murray Security Services and is assigned to the United States Missile Defense Agency as a principal scientist and senior cybersecurity professional. He holds the position of an officer in the U.S. Civil Air Patrol, and his previous experience working with the U.S. Army Cyber Command in Europe, U.S. Air Force, in various roles in information assurance and cybersecurity within the commercial industry. Dr. Murray's extensive cybersecurity expertise makes him the perfect person to discuss the benefits of ISSA membership, which offers valuable professional development opportunities for those in the cybersecurity field. At this point, we're going to go ahead and talk to Dr. Murray about how ISSA supports its members and how our viewers can benefit from joining this not-for-profit organization. Dr. Murray, welcome to the show.
Hey, Jim, great to see you. Thanks for the invite, coming on the show, give us an opportunity to tell you about ISSA and what we've evolved from when we first got established back in 1984. Thanks again. Appreciate being on the show.
Absolutely. So, Dr. Murray, I tried to articulate your background as best as I can, but I thought maybe I'd give you an opportunity to maybe talk a little bit about your experience in cybersecurity, so that if I missed anything, maybe you could make sure that you were able to kind of bring it up and kind of provide that kind of background for our audience.
Oh, great. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I call myself an old IT guy because that's usually where people around my age start from. I started doing IT work. I dabbled in computers back in the 80s when I was in high school, and and messing around with stuff. Back then we had the old Apple computers and 5.25-inch discs, and I think my second computer was a Commodore 64, and I worked in the AV room and
Yep.
in high school, fixing projectors and stuff like that. But it wasn't until a few years later, after I left the Air Force, got involved in hospitality, and your point of sale systems, they were all networked through coax, Cat5, cable throughout the organization. But we didn't have a lot of things connected to the internet back then. I got my first real IT job working for the U.S. Air Force as a government civilian back in around the late 90s, early 2000s. And as an IT person back then, we weren't really talking about cybersecurity. We were talking a lot about information security, which is written down or could be on the printer or laying on somebody's desk. But information security is kind of what we were looking at as an industry. Of course, now it's 2023, and almost all of our business processes, up to 80% of them, are automated. So we're using some type of technology, and all we did was rebrand that term information security into cybersecurity, the new sexy term. So my background is primarily in IT, and it evolved to being considerate of those things that we need to protect information, either transmit or processing or storage.
So I know you're the Chief Operating Officer at ISSA. Can you give a quick overview of the organization and ultimately what its mission is?
Yeah, so I originally joined ISSA in 2007. I had a great mentor that explained, hey, there's a professional association out here for our industry, our career field. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner in this field, or you're an advanced person that, maybe you're the chief information security officer, or maybe you're somebody senior in government doing this type of work. But the ISSA, the Information Systems Security Association, is a professional, industry-specific organization that we use. It's the choice for international cybersecurity professionals, information security professionals. We also look at risk professionals as well. And ISSA is dedicated to advancing individual growth, managing technology risk, protecting critical infrastructure, information infrastructure within an organization, or maybe for a company or a county government or the federal government. ISSA is a non-for-profit, so we don't make any money off of our members. We're an international association of information security professionals and practitioners, and it provides educational forums, publications, peer interaction opportunities at conferences, at speaking engagements. We have quarterly events, webinars. All of it is meant to enhance the knowledge, skill, and professional growth of ISSA and its members.
And so how has the organization evolved and changed over the last couple of decades relative to the rapid changing landscape within information security? Have you seen anything interesting occur in that respect?
Yeah, I mean, if we go back to the dot-com boom, this is really when we really started putting a lot of things, connecting it to the internet. And that included business processes, collaboration, to be able to stand up a website and communicate to potential customers, clients, what you're doing. So when we looked at how we were accomplishing that digital footprint, we weren't necessarily looking at how we're securing those things. And if we didn't have adversaries, bad people wanting to do bad things to organizations, such as ruin your reputation or try and steal your information, or some other method of digital identity theft, stealing information for multitude of reasons, or just creating damage or wreaking havoc, then we wouldn't have issues such as needing cybersecurity professionals. But the evolution since the dot-com boom has looked at all kinds of different advancements in technologies. And as we advance in technologies, think of Internet of Things, think of one of the big topics today is artificial intelligence. Along with these advanced technologies come Other things that we're looking at: software assurance. Is the software secure? Who's writing the software? Are we evaluating the software? What about the system itself? Where is the system being manufactured? Is it doing what it's supposed to be doing? A lot of these things we weren't looking at, 15, 20 years ago. We're certainly looking at it now. We also look at things like supply chain. Where is the product coming from? Where is the software coming from? Where is the product being supported or hosted? All those are things that we consider for information security and cybersecurity today that we weren't doing 20 years ago.
Got it. So can you speak to a moment about the chapters that are out there? I know ISSA has chapters around the country or maybe even around the world. How many chapters are there? Are they located in different states? Are they kind of regionally centric? Maybe you could speak to that for just a quick moment.
Yeah, so we've got upwards of about 140 chapters worldwide. So we are a worldwide association. I just returned recently from our Poland chapter. We had a European chapter leader summit where many of the chapter leaders from Belgium, a new and up and coming chapter. We had our chapter president from the UK. We had some folks from Italy and some of the other chapters, and then a big European conference. The idea is to collaborate amongst each other, look and see what the chapters are doing, what they're providing for their membership, and try and grow the association by industry best practices that some of our chapters are doing. So ISSA International is the support organization to help chapters with membership, managing its governance, providing a method to support the chapters and provide value through programming, webinars, additional sponsorship that we sign on with our vendors, and then discounts, additional benefits that we provide out to the members, everything from training, educational, professional development, career enhancement, job postings, collaboration with other professionals in various industries. Cybersecurity has many different disciplines, so not one thing is geared toward thing that we're doing. So you've got pen testing, you've got governance reviews, you got people that like to do audits. So we kind of mix things up, but 140 is what around the number that we have worldwide.
Understood. Thank you. Can we talk now a little bit about how ISSA promotes collaboration and information sharing across cybersecurity professionals? You talked about education. I know there's like a conference that ISSA puts on every year. Can you speak to some of the focus areas or some of the tools that ISSA really is trying to focus on to kind of train that next generation of cyber professionals?
So that's a great question, Jim. One of the things that we look at when we look at how many chapters we've got across the globe, we've got different industries that are represented in various cities, various states, and various countries. So a lot of the things that we offer and tailor, you're going to probably find a lot more value at the chapter level, specifically for your industry, based on what position you may have within information security, cybersecurity, risk management. And you're going to see a support element coming from ISSA International, where we have relationships with other organizations. One example for our up at the national level, we've just done a life and times of the cybersecurity professional, where ISSA, in a partnership with Enterprise Strategy Group, joined forces to launch the 3rd annual survey on the life and times of cybersecurity professionals. So we look at industry-specific demographics. We provide the training, the certification demographics. We look at the placement of various jobs and job demands, and we pass that information back to the chapters and back to our membership, so that those that are looking for certain opportunities, whether they be academic in nature, training in nature, networking in nature, or maybe they're looking for a job and maybe they're looking for a move. The relationship between ISSA International, the resources that we've got, like this partnership with ESG, have the ability to provide additional value to our members to show them what's going on within our industry globally. So it's a great impact. We have another push on organizations towards vendor consolidation, product integration. So another study that accomplished. The pandemic provided a lot of opportunity to consolidate a lot of technologies, and in some instances, get rid of on or on-premises technology and go more cloud or online centric. So these are the types of things that provide value back to the members and the chapters, and help them either networking, growth, job opportunities, or just to see what the industry is doing in various areas.
So that was a great response. Thank you, Dr. Murray. My next question is getting into the audience, and how can interested individuals or organizations get involved with ISSA, and what are the benefits of membership for both personal, students, and or even organizations?
It's a great question you asked. We have membership at different types of level. We have corporate members. We do have student memberships. Some chapters are student chapters altogether. They're fostered around universities, academic institutions. Some chapters have a student membership as well. Again, we're trying to reach out and grab the younger community. We've got such a labor shortage in information technology and cybersecurity. We're trying to grasp on, have those partnerships with organizations such as academic institutions, with the Department of Labor, with state and county level workforce development centers, take advantage of those partnerships, those relationships, and provide value back out and accommodate students. Others that are, somewhere in mid-career, again, it's about networking, providing value, what the member can get from the chapter level and from the international level. And there's discounts, there's partnerships that we have with other professional associations, training organizations like CompTIA, ISC Square, where we don't do training and education, but we have partnerships with organizations that provide steep discounts for our members. That's just another example. Another example would be partnerships with other cybersecurity specific organizations. We're a diverse organization, and we take a look at those other demographics, such as people of color and women in information cybersecurity, very well underrepresented. We have partnerships with Women in Society for Jiu-Jitsu. So that's a forum where we did a strategic alliance to bring more women and girls into cybersecurity and technology. Our board of directors itself, the majority of our board is women, professional women, powerhouse women in information security and cybersecurity. We have people of color on our board. So we're a very diverse organization, and we promote that in our industry as well.
So that leads into kind of my next question. Are there any ongoing or upcoming ISSA campaigns or projects in which the audience, our audience, can actively participate to help strengthen cybersecurity as a whole? Anything ISSA is doing that they can kind of connect into in that respect?
I would say come out to ISSA.org and take a look, kick the tires a little bit, see all of the great things that we're doing. There might be some opportunities that you may be interested in that we would love to have a collaboration even before you signed up for membership. Just because I'm on the board of directors doesn't mean I'm going to not have a conversation with a person who's trying to gain a little bit more information about our industry and what's going on, the opportunities. So I would ask people to come out, take a look at the content. We have content once a quarter, for example, for those that are very senior in our industry. We have what's called the Cyber Executive Forum. We've got members from Malwarebytes, Oracle, Netflix DVD. We have Amtrak. We've got executives from Petco, for example, that attend these types of events, and we get to collaborate at that level without a vendor selling products in the room to solve basic to complex problems. So everything from the student all the way up to the senior executive, we have the ability to provide some value to our members in that context. So it could be through web content programming. It could be by attending a special interest group. Well, our privacy SIG, special interest group, is one of the most significant that we have. Women in cyber, diversity and diversity in cybersecurity. We have several committees that you could participate on in various areas and in various disciplines within information and cybersecurity as well.
Understood. We've got about 30 seconds left. My last question for you is, what do you think the future goals of the organization are going to look like, and what would you like to see? How would it evolve?
I need more than 30 seconds, but I'll give you, the board participates in strategic planning every year, and we use some of these surveys and discussions that we have with our members, with our chapters, to be able to produce that strategic plan and provide that out to the community. The strategic alliances with various governments and organizations that influence privacy and information security are where we're going to continue to focus our efforts to bring value to our members.
Understood. Last final question for you, Dr. Murray. How can viewers learn more about ISSA and reach out if they have additional questions?
Well, you can reach out right through the website, ISSA.org. So ISSA.org. There's lots of resources out there, including telephone and email address. You can always check in with me on LinkedIn or any of our board members. We'd be happy to have a conversation with you.
So Dr. Murray, we are out of time. Thank you so much for coming in and talking to us about ISSA and how it benefits the member base as well as the cybersecurity community as a whole. We really appreciate it.
Well, thanks, Tim. It's been great being on your show. There's never enough time for these conversations, but it's a great way to have you evangelize what's going on, and I appreciate the time today.
Thanks again. So that's going to be the end of today's Cybersecurity Today episode, guys and gals. So we trust that you found today's episode valuable and gained new knowledge about this ever-changing industry. Thanks again to Dr. Shawn P. Murray for participating and sharing his expertise on the role of the Information Systems Security Association, ISSA, in the cybersecurity industry. Now, to stay informed about upcoming episodes and learn more about the show, don't forget to visit our show's website at cybersecuritytoday.org. Also, we welcome your comments and questions via email at contactus@cybersecuritytoday.org. Thanks for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you at our next broadcast. Until then, have a great day. Goodbye.